Hand grabbing a can off a grocery store shelf. Immediate cut to a pantry shelf stacked with cans. Text on screen, 7 canned foods every prepper pantry needs. You're probably missing number 4. Canned salmon. That's number 4. And I'd bet money most people walk right past it every single week without giving it a second look. But before we get there, let me walk you through all 7. Because these aren't just random cans. Every single one of these earns a specific role in a real, functional prepper pantry. Not just shelf filler. Actually useful when things go sideways. Let's move. Number 1, and this is non-negotiable, canned beans. Not one variety. Multiple. Black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, pinto beans, navy beans. All of them rotating. Here's why canned beans sit at the top of this list. 1 can gives you protein, complex carbohydrates, and fiber, all 3 macronutrients your body needs to stay functional, for under $1. At Walmart right now, great value black beans are 88 cents. Chickpeas, about 90 cents. Kidney beans, same range. But here's the thing most people don't think about when they're stocking up. Variety is survival morale. If your emergency pantry is just black beans for 3 weeks, your family is going to lose their minds by day 5. Different beans, different textures, different dishes. That variety keeps people actually eating and not just enduring. Shelf life on canned beans? 2 to 5 years. They require 0 refrigeration, 0 cooking skill, and honestly, rinse them and eat them cold if you have to. I grab at least 6 cans per variety per shopping run. That's a staple, not a backup. Number 2, canned tomatoes. And I mean all 3 forms: diced, crushed, and whole. This might seem like a lot, but hear me out. Diced tomatoes go into soups, chili, and rice dishes. Crushed tomatoes become pasta sauce in about 8 minutes. Whole tomatoes you can break down yourself and control the texture. 3 different products, completely different results in the kitchen. Price point right now is anywhere from 78 cents to $1.18 per can depending on brand and size. These are not expensive, and their shelf life runs from 18 months to 5 years. Here's the practical reality. If you remove canned tomatoes from a prepper pantry, you lose the base ingredient for probably 40% of the meals you'd realistically cook in an emergency. That's not an exaggeration. Soups, stews, pasta, curry, shakshuka, chili, all of them start with tomatoes. Stack these deep. I keep a minimum of 12 cans on hand. Sounds like a lot until you're 3 weeks into something and those cans are why dinner still feels like dinner. Number 3, canned tuna. 10 cans, every run. Non-negotiable. Great value tuna in water, 88 cents per can. Under $9 to stock 10 cans of shelf-stable, high-protein, ready-to-eat food. There is genuinely nothing at this price that competes with that nutritional value. Canned tuna requires 0 cooking. Open the can, drain it, and you have protein on crackers, in pasta, mixed into rice, or folded into a quick salad with whatever you've got. 5-minute meals, no power required. Shelf life is 3 to 5 years. And unlike a lot of pantry proteins, tuna doesn't need any additional ingredients to be edible and satisfying right out of the can. One pro tip: buy the tuna in water, not oil. Water-packed tuna stores better, has fewer calories if that matters to you, and the texture holds up cleaner in recipes. Oil-packed is fine, but water is the better long-term pantry choice. For canned salmon. Number 4. Canned salmon. And look, I told you most people miss this one. Here's why that's a mistake. Canned salmon is nutritionally superior to canned tuna in several key ways. It's higher in omega-3 fatty acids, higher in vitamin D, and typically contains the soft bones, which are fully edible and are an excellent source of calcium. You're not just getting protein. You're getting a more complete nutritional profile. Price-wise, canned salmon runs about $2.50 to $3.50 per can, so it's more expensive than tuna. But it stores just as long, 3 to 5 years, and it fills a different nutritional role. In an extended emergency, your body is going to need nutrients that pure carbohydrate storage doesn't cover. Omega-3s, vitamin D, calcium. Canned salmon quietly delivers all 3. Use it the same way you'd use tuna. in pasta, on crackers, in patties if you've got an egg or some flour. It's more versatile than most people realize, and it's the one can that consistently gets overlooked in prepper pantry lists. Don't sleep on the salmon. Number 5, canned coconut milk. Okay, this one gets a reaction every time I mention it in these videos. People think of coconut milk as a specialty ingredient, a nice to have for curry night, not a prepper staple. But think about what canned coconut milk actually does. It's a fat source. It's a liquid base for soups, curries, and rice dishes. It transforms plain beans and rice into something that actually tastes intentional, a proper meal, not just sustenance. And it's shelf-stable for 2 to 5 years. A can runs about $1.28 to $1.98 at Walmart depending on brand and size. That's not expensive for what it brings to your pantry. Here's the honest truth about long-term emergency eating. Caloric density and meal variety are what keep people functional, both physically and mentally. Coconut milk adds fat calories and completely changes the flavor profile of the same base ingredients. That matters more than most people think. 4 to 6 cans. Trust me on this one. Number 6, canned chicken. This is different from tuna in a few key ways. The texture is chunkier, which makes it more satisfying in certain dishes. And the flavor profile is more neutral, which means it works in a wider range of recipes. At Walmart, a 12.5-ounce can of great value canned chicken runs about $1.97. For almost $2, you've got multiple servings of fully cooked, shelf-stable chicken that goes straight into a pan or bowl. Chicken fried rice. Chicken quesadillas on a camp stove. Chicken soup with whatever broth you've got. Chicken salad on crackers. The recipes are fast, familiar, and comforting, which is exactly what you want when things are stressful. And comforting matters. Emergency preparedness isn't just about calories. It's about maintaining some sense of normalcy when everything else is chaotic. Familiar food does that. Canned chicken makes familiar food possible. Grab 4 to 6 cans on every run and keep rotating. Number 7, and this is the one people most often deprioritize, canned fruit. Peaches, mandarin oranges, pineapple chunks, fruit cocktail. All of it runs about $1.10 to $1.50 per can in stores for 2 to 5 years. Here's why canned fruit belongs in every serious prepper pantry. Vitamins. Specifically vitamin C, which your immune system absolutely requires and which is almost entirely absent from the shelf-stable staples. Rice, beans, pasta, oats. You can build a pantry that hits every caloric target and still leave a critical nutritional gap if you skip fruit. Canned fruit also serves as dessert. A small cup of peaches at the end of a hard day, especially for kids, is a genuine morale boost. It signals that life still has small comforts. That psychological dimension is real and it matters. Grab 2 or 3 varieties. At under $1.50 a can, this is the cheapest morale investment in your entire pantry. Walktio checkout, cart full, moving through store. 7 cans. Let me run them back quickly so you can screenshot or write this down. 1. Canned beans, multiple varieties. 2. Canned tomatoes, all 3 forms. 3. Canned tuna. For canned salmon, the one everyone skips. 5. Canned coconut milk. 6. Canned chicken. 7. Canned fruit for vitamins and morale. That's it. 7 categories. Every one of them pulling a specific, irreplaceable role. To stock all 7 of these categories, even just 4 to 6 cans per category, you're looking at roughly $35 to $50. For that spend, you've got a real, nutritionally balanced, meal-capable canned pantry. Not a panic purchase. Not the I grabbed whatever was on sale situation. A deliberate, functional setup that can actually carry you through something real. Before I let you go, 3 rules I follow for every canned pantry. First, always buy what you'll actually eat. An emergency pantry you hate eating from is a pantry you'll raid and never restock. Second, check the dates before you buy. Reach to the back of the shelf, stores stock oldest product to the front. Back of the shelf gets you the furthest expiration date. Third, 1 in, 1 out doesn't work for a prepper pantry. You want to be building depth, not just replacing what you use. Add a little more each run than you consumed. If this list helped you think differently about your canned goods setup, drop a comment. Tell me which one surprised you most. And if you missed the full Walmart pantry haul where I build an emergency supply for under $100, that video is right here. Stay intentional. Stay stocked.